Nearly 300 people started the journey here for the dynamic men's singles title here, and we have just two remaining players. It's going to be Cody Packer versus Warren Holt for our men's singles title, and we are just about to get underway here. Clive Adams here with Peter Harris. How are you, Pete?
Good afternoon, Clive. Where you been?
Yeah, where have I been? I was a little bit busy this morning.
Yeah.
Not so busy now.
No, much more relaxed.
This should be a fantastic matchup, Pete.
Should be.
These two both came from behind to win their semi-finals. They both look like they might be in a bit of trouble, and both it was almost happened at the same time. Both booked their place in the final.
Yeah, they're good comebacks in difficult conditions. So you never know. I think comebacks are a chance, more of a chance today than probably has been with the conditions that we're playing in.
Conditions can change, and it can be a matter of whether you pick the change. So Warren with his first bowl on its way down now. It's just going to drop across the front. So the players will, I think every rink has the potential to be a little bit different here, having watched some of the games, Pete. So it's going to be interesting to see who can grab these conditions. Basically the other end of the green from where they were for their semi-finals.
Yep.
Cody out on a nice line here. That's a pretty decent opener. Very nice.
Warren was on rink 6 in the first game this morning, but that was so long ago. The wind has changed a bit since then.
Yeah, the breeze was threatening to get up quite strongly in the closing stages of those semi-finals. It's eased off a little at the moment, but Pete, we know from from being here, it won't be going away.
No, it'll gust in and out, you would think. It's actually the quietest it's been for quite a while.
Yeah, I agree.
So might get a lull.
Cody now looking to emulate his first bowl. Nice to be back in some commentary, Pete. It's
Been a
I
couple
would
of
have
months.
preferred to be out there, I guess, but Cody in the zone again, just needs us to finish off. I think the important thing there for both players at the moment is to find the line. The weight will come.
Certainly in the games, and well, you can speak from experience this morning, on the hand they are playing, there were a few tight bowls. You just didn't quite trust the line.
It was wide, Pete. It was
Didn't look
wide.
like wide from where I was sitting.
And it was against the breeze. So
Yes.
it was
it
was doing your head in a little bit. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, so the first 3 bowls of this game has shown that it hasn't changed. It's still against the breeze, and it's still quite wide.
Now, Warren got a line underneath the front here. He's very close. Well, that's a
Got him.
great shot from Warren Holt. Of course, both of these players have tasted state singles success.
Yes, certainly winners.
In fact, we had 3 of our semi-finalists that were former champions of this event. Daniel Torella was the only semi-finalist that hadn't won the singles.
It was a really good 8 players that started the day. Any one of the 8 men could have won it. No doubt about that.
Now, I wasn't on commentary with you, Pete, but what a display from Christina. Just
Yes.
unbelievable.
Super consistent.
In difficult conditions.
Super consistent. Pam had her share of bad luck at that in those middle stages, but it tends to happen when the other
Forced to
position's got
chase a
more
bit.
balls in their head and you're chasing a bit.
Yeah.
But Pam really fought it out. She certainly never gave up, and she played some really good shots. If things have turned her way a couple of times, it could have been a bit closer. But Chrissy always looked the winner.
Yeah, I spent most of that final out and amongst the crowd, and just listening to the locals talk about the right hands to play here and the right way to play. You know, my observations about how the green played, they were saying, yeah, well, that's how it works here at Joondalup. Of course, a lot of people would have watched us through the Nationals as well, just a few months ago.
But a really good surface that their greenkeeper has prepared today. Really, really nice.
Shot selection will be interesting here for Cody. I wouldn't be surprised to see him load up and go for these 2 bowls.
Certainly see a more aggressive game.
Yeah, they're offset so they can get both. And in these conditions, as you say, Pete, there is that temptation to play more weight rather than exacting type shots. .25 up the journey here. And we are seeing weight here from Cody. Solid weight looking for both bowls. And he's got one and the jack. Now,
that is a Warren bowl there. It's hard to tell a little bit with the blues and blues.
Yeah, it'll one to Warren.
Depending on the way that Warren's bowls lay.
And there we go. One shot.
Can be a lot of blues on the screen.
Warren Holt, signalled by our marker, Steve Beckwith. I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job for us as well. I think what we saw in the semi-finals here, Pete, is the 25 up game just allows a bit more to happen. In the 21, you can sort of feel like 21's a sprint, whereas that 25 longer game just gives a few more comebacks a chance to happen.
Certainly. 21 in game, you get to 17 and you're pretty close. 25 up, you're still 8 to 8. You're still
and
quite
we
a
saw
few
exactly that happen. That both players, Blake didn't quite get to 21, but both players that looked likely to win at a 21 in game, a 21 shot up game, lost.
Yep. Friendly Magpies. Joondalup Magpies are here. Nice start here.
Yeah, very nice opener. And falls right in behind the jack as well. Don't know about the journey here for Cody. Looks to be just underdone. So an opportunity now for Warren. Should be an interesting clash. This both players have got all the shots. Both players aren't scared to attack.
No.
And this is another nice bowl from Warren.
Yes, it'll come late, as we've seen all day.
The green's beautiful, Pete. The only thing that's made it tricky is the wind. The green's playing beautifully. Of course, Christina, first female player to have won 5 state singles titles, and you just wonder how many more there's going to be.
Exactly. They are hard to win, but she has a knack.
She's never lost a final. She's never lost a state singles final.
Hasn't she? Are you sure?
I am absolutely certain. She told me herself.
Okay.
She's never been runner-up. I said to her, it's all right. Your time will come.
Yeah, exactly. Your disappointment will come.
Well, have you just proven that to be incorrect?
Well, I've got the records, and it says in 2015 she was runner-up to Nolene.
Well, Pete, I'm feeling let down.
And then the following year she beat Nolene in the final. 2015 is a long time ago for a young lady.
I can still see Christina over there, and I feel like putting down the headset and going over and having a chat with her about that.
It was her first foray into the finals, going on the history books.
She's obviously blanked that out of her memory.
Yep. 2015 is a non-event for her.
As the wind rips through here. And you can see the effect of that on Warren's bowl, because if you look up, that is
they're going to get some of them
stuck out there.
They're the ones you just got to laugh at, move on, because if you get frustrated, you're in for a long.
Well, without that breeze, that bowl is turning all the way back to the jack. So it's so 1 and a measure at the moment to Warren. It'll be interesting to see what the guys do, because from a personal point of view, particularly in this direction, I persevered with the backhand here and eventually changed to the forehand and
Yep.
actually found a little bit more of a line there.
Certainly.
But often can come down to the bowls you're using, what suits those bowls.
So Cody's line is pretty good. What's the weight like?
He's given it every chance. Has he got the trip? Well, that is close.
Doesn't need it to fall.
Cody's given us the signal that he's one up. Warren hoping that it's going to fall out.
Yeah, I'd be fingers out as long as possible here. No,
It is one to Cody.
No, Warren wouldn't do that. We know that.
Locked away at one shot apiece in this battle to get to 25.
Certainly no fairer man playing the game than Warren Holt.
So a great shot there from Cody under pressure. Came up with the goods. Get himself on the board.
Sort of just a message from, I think it's Denny. Denny out there, how lush is the background? And yes,
Place looks amazing.
it is purely they've got the hedge and then not sure what those plants are.
Across the back. Yeah, no expert. I can tell that they're pine trees that we had on screen.
Way back there, no, just on the on the fence line. I know them, but I'm not prepared to commit. But yes, wonderful surroundings. Frangipani, that was what I was thinking. Just got confirmation from Dean Lomax Productions. Dean and Sharon there. Did you know?
How good a job are they doing?
Did you know Bunbury's Citizens of the Year?
Really?
Yes.
Outstanding.
Yes, presented on Friday.
Brilliant. Well, we're in the presence of greatness.
Yeah, exactly. Got the certificate to prove it.
A clear run here. Yes,
Really
just
shot
dropped
there.
on the inside. Beautifully
Shot from
played.
Warren.
That one's landed right alongside the jack, and honestly, that's how it felt this morning against DT. Every time I landed one close, it was right alongside the jack, and then whack.
Yes.
We could see a little bit of that in this one as well. Cody looking for something similar to
similar
Warren's
line for
previous
Cody.
bowl. He's close.
Very similar bowl.
That's a great shot.
In fact, it was exactly the same bowl.
It fell out right at the finish, and still one to Warren. Warren with a bit more weight on this one. Just looking to land in amongst it, but he's hit the front bowl, so still a nice little setup here for Cody to play to. The presentations for the women's singles have been done, Pete.
They have been.
Christina held the trophy aloft.
She held the lovely trophy. We'll move on. Nice pictures taken.
Anything happened to the trophy, Pete?
Well, it was presented to Christina.
Right, okay. Both pieces.
Both pieces. I did have an accident this morning, listeners. Fell out of the box, unfortunately. And
Dear.
snapped in half.
Peter Harris.
All I can say is it was previously broken because it's been glued before.
Oh.
So I'm not the first. But she took it in good spirit. Thank you, Christina. You had no other choice, really. But we've got a few photos with it connected. It wasn't shattered or anything, so it is certainly fixable. And then
At least you've been honest about it.
I'll have the glue out tonight.
All right, so a couple of options here for Cody. He could choose to float one out in the backhand, see if he can get a little bit of contact with the shot bowl or a little nudge of the jack. But there's still a nice little nesting opportunity on the forehand as well. little pocket of bowls to play into here. Just sit off his own. Maybe get to Warren's off it. It's on the tight side. I'm not sure this will hold on.
No, he hasn't quite got the extra weight required.
It's now Warren really with the same opportunity.
Yeah, no dangers there really. And if he's well overweighted, he could clip his own, I suppose. But nice draw shot there for him.
Of course, we'll see Warren in action next week as well, Pete, for the Country Interzone.
Yeah, Manning. Country Interzone at Manning next Saturday and Sunday.
We'll have live coverage throughout. Looking forward to that one. One of the best players in the state in action.
He's underneath. He's
just caught the edge. So it's going to be another one on the board. Good for those that like the maths of things. 3 ends played, 3 shots scored. A 2-1 lead to Warren Holt. There it is on your screen. Men's Interzone round robin. That's the pinnacle of bowls for players from WA's country areas. They'll all come together from the various zones, the 4 zones. Yes. They've earned their place by achieving selection from starring in the various interleague round robins that have been played throughout January. And they get their chance to strut their stuff. And of course, a team from that will then be selected to play against the Metropolitan team in late February.
Yep, it's become the traditional opener at Osborne Park on Thursday the 29th of February, I think. Wouldn't have been often hosted on February the 29th.
No.
Might be the first time ever.
Dean's birthday.
Dean's birthday.
Oh, come on.
It's
not all about you, Dean.
You're only 10 years old. 14 years old.
I've only been here 15 minutes and we've talked far too much about Dean.
He hasn't aged well. 14. So again, you get caught on that, what you think is a narrow side, but it does pull.
And Cody's missed the weight here. And that's the trouble. You find yourself focusing so much on the line, the bowl comes out and you haven't even thought about the weight.
Yeah.
When you drop a bowl that far short, that's one where you just haven't really processed the weight in your mind. Well, he did enough to scare Warren anyway.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Push that through. Welcome our interstate viewers. I'd like Vince from Sydney, 6:30 in the evening in Sydney.
Oh, Vince, yes. No Vince from over the years.
So,
he loves,
nice
always tunes in with the live streaming. Yep.
A nice way to complete your evening.
There's been a treat of bowls to watch. We've just finished, of course, over at Potters with the World Championships happening over there for the World Bowls Tour stuff. Of course, we're not far off another BPL instalment.
It's getting close, isn't it? Very quickly. Nearly at the end of January already.
Carl Healy will be lining up for the Perth Suns. Cody Packer, who we see here, not taking part in this one. Just a fair bit on for Cody.
Yep. So he still hasn't quite pushed the line.
He needs the jack.
He says kill it.
Shout it out,
he
kill
did
it.
give it a fair whack, but it worked.
It'll do the job for one up, and I'm sure he'll acknowledge that was a little bit fortunate, but gave it every chance with the weight to reach. Just a little bit for Warren to think about here. He's going to switch hands. It is a fairly kind hand out there on the forehand in this direction. You do have to get it out there though.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite got it out there. Not with draw weight anyway. So opportunity for Cody to multiply.
I think he'll be following down that same line. I don't think there's much for him on the backhand now.
He can afford to be.
Yep, the reward of a little touch of the jack. All right. Joondalup once again putting on a great show here today. There's been plenty of people here throughout the day. This one's going to come up short as well. They did a fine job through the Nationals, as did Sorrento and Warwick, and rewarded with their beautiful greens in hosting this wonderful final day of the state singles here today. Another one on the board, 2 shots apiece between our finalists here, Cody Packer from Manning and Warren Holt from Wagen.
Cody will stretch it out, which he did in earlier games. That was his go-to.
That was a very clear difference in the semi-final. Blake played quite short ends, and Cody stretched him out at every opportunity he had. And interesting, Cody switching to the backhand in this direction. Have a bit of a look out there. They're the sort of things you can experiment with early in the game, Pete. Just have a bit of a look at both hands and then settle into whatever feels right.
It is the hand. It is the hand that Christina chose.
Yeah.
So if he's had a bit of a chat with her. Sue Hogg umpiring.
Yeah, working hard.
Well, she's not really working hard right now.
Well, but has been all day.
Has been all day.
Yeah. I did realise the irony as I said that. Warren's done enough here to grab the shot, but still a little bit of room there.
Yeah, still 3 feet, 2-3 feet.
Busy little day here with some cricket going on over on the field next door. Great complex here, isn't it, Pete? Brilliant setup.
Certainly.
Shared clubhouse between the bowls and the cricket.
Some
and
really good extensions by the look of it.
Great shot there.
Out to the cricket. Would have opened that bar area up very nicely.
Oh, that's a wonderful bowl from Cody, sitting right on the front of the jack.
It's one where Warren does have to arrive now. He can't afford to. Very illustrious ladies there.
Yes.
Denise Kelly, better half of the Polls WA president, Doug.
Yeah.
Kerry Anderson in the middle. Hall of Famer.
Superstar.
And of course, hard-working Leonie Potts, who looks after our match at every opportunity. I want to be a bit disappointed that he crashed then. Probably needed something past just to open up the next set of shots.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he...
Although Cody's not helping himself.
He's blocked that a little bit. I just wouldn't be surprised if he searches a bit with this bowl.
Certainly now that Cody hasn't got to the back.
Probably Cody's bowl means that Warren can't go absolutely full bore at this, but I think it'll be weight. He'll still want to play it reasonably solid because it'll want to get away on that hand.
Yep, it will. It'll go late. It'll tail off as the weight starts to come off. So
solid weight it is, and he's under the line.
Hold your tickets.
Oh wow!
Hold your tickets.
Wow.
Head comes.
Both
Hats
players
over the head.
Both players looking a little sheepish after that one. Warren looking for a place to hide as Cody heads back down the rink. There you go.
Our President, Doug. Of course, Aaron, who's working in our office. Aaron Clark, you might have contacted. Supposed to be taking photos, not eating. I'll give him that. I'll have a word to him later.
How can Cody find a way around the front here? Is certainly the line to do so.
He needs to pull up.
Going to run. So, well, this is suddenly
Yeah.
a big opportunity for Warren to score the first multiple of the match. Was one and a measure, according to our marker. I sort of expected to see 2 paddles there, but one and a measure's the call. Plenty of room for Warren to just find a way in here. Nothing's easy out here today, but Warren's played this well. That will definitely count.
Number 1 even, so yeah, we suspect 3, do we?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, we're a little bit... Our angle isn't great to be able to tell that. So.
Cody's definitely not giving it away. He's going to make Warren question him.
How guilty does Warren feel about the way that he got it?
Yeah, do I want to push the boundaries here? Push the friendship. No, he's conceding.
I'll just have 2, thanks.
There's obviously the back one there that... Cody's enjoying himself.
Acknowledging the fact that Warren chose not to measure it. 4-2, the lead to Warren Holt. And of course, remembering there is no restriction on ends here. It's first to score 25 takes the match and the title. You had the stats in front of you. Warren's won it once before, Pete, and maybe a runner-up.
I can check that out for you. Correct, 1 win and 1 runner-up. So he won it in 2018.
And Cody...
That was at Manning.
Broke through for his first state singles last year.
Singles last year, that was his first time in the final.
Now Warren actually held the state singles title and the champion of champions singles title at the same time.
Correct. Correct. It's a hard thing to do. Won both of those events before he could win a Country Week singles.
Yeah.
It eluded him for a lot of time until last season.
Of course, he's
first
the
Country Week
champion.
singles. So he'll be coming back in early March to defend his title.
Yep, all the news on Country Week, not far away now, Pete. The draws
will be out soon.
Will be out, pretty soon, maybe during the week.
Sometime during this week. Just a few details to do.
Such a great event. Just
something
near
for
on
everyone.
1,000 players heading down into the metro area, or heading up to the metro area, or across, wherever they're coming from.
They're all trying to win it, but they're also all coming to renew friendships that they've made over the years. That they haven't.
Such a great event.
Live in different parts of the country, so.
Great shot from Warren. Brilliant. And gets on the front of it too. Even better. Cody really needs this one to reach.
Yes, he needs to arrive, doesn't he?
Well, this is a good setup for Warren right now. These conditions, ideally, Warren will look to draw another counter but not set up any target. So just want to get another one around the zone. Challenge Cody to beat it, and well, that's done enough to do so. And gets in the way a little bit as well. It's a tough decision for Cody. Last ball really blocks his path on the draw. Looks simple enough just to land a bowl in here, but I can tell you in these conditions, nothing's easy.
So he needs to find that path. He's just...
Well, that's a very good bowl.
It helps a lot.
Tell you what, that is a great shot. Gee, he had to hold his nerve getting around that bowl of Warren's.
There's plenty of dangers. Just solidifying his line before he...
Is he having a little look for the bowl here? Or is he just looking to get past? Maybe it's just getting past.
Certainly has plenty of weight. Don't know. Maybe he was looking for the bowl.
Well, I don't know how much protection he needs at the back, because Cody's not going to be chasing at that too much. He can't afford to lose his own bowl out of the head.
So that is, yeah, looking for the bowl. Turning his bowl onto own bowl onto the jack was good as well. But
look, he may have played the forehand and just overdone it. We're trying to analyse what he was thinking. Maybe he just overdid it.
Maybe.
Well, this really just has to be a cold draw for Cody. He doesn't want to make contact with the bowl on the front of the jack, because that'll only mean that he's 2 down, or more, depending on what weight he uses.
So switching to the forehand, because he probably can't draw it on the back end.
Well, it's a fair effort.
He's given himself a chance, hasn't he?
This is a very good effort. It's just going to hold on the outside, but it's a very good look. And had he had a bowl there to work with, he would have had more options.
Yes.
With that last bowl, but he was just short with the first 3, even though that third bowl was very useful to him. One more on the board, 5-2 the lead to Warren Holt. All right.
I'll grab Christina to get it all set up.
See if Warren can be first to the jack here. That's been the key. He's been able to get right on top of the jack a couple of times. And then he got that little bit of a fortunate one where he was able to get Cody's bowl that was on the front of the jack off.
That helped the scoreline.
Oh, that one has got very much stuck out there. Both players having a bit of a chuckle about it. Well, even a couple of the spectators are having a bit of a chuckle with Warren about that bowl sitting out in the wing. And Cody's just trickling by with his first. I'll tell you right now, it will be very easy to be sitting at home going, this is a state singles final, I can get closer than that. I'll tell you what, it's not that easy.
No, it's hard. We're loading up President Doug again. He's out to wander.
Oh, look out, sounds dangerous.
Christina's the target. He'll catch up with Christina, have a few words with her in a minute.
She looked quite emotional at the end of that match with the win.
No.
I think perhaps she did have a sense of the moment in terms of being her 5th, and a record tally. Which I tell you what, Pete, by the time she's done, it's going to take some beating.
You would think so.
This is a great shot from Cody. Just passes on the outside.
It'll take a lot of beating. So we will go to Doug at the end of this end. Warren looking to add to his total. He's got around about 2 feet.
We'll need this to hang on. This will want to turn as it gets to the jack.
Yeah, he's got the lean and the arms going, so he knew he was in a bit of trouble once it started turning. Again on that backhand. Is he getting down this time? Needs a seat because he's got a little bit of weight on him.
Well,
that's a great shot. Great shot.
Just gave it every chance, didn't he?
1, maybe 2.
Looks like 2 from our angle, and it definitely looks like 2 from
Stephen.
Steve Beckwith's angle. What a great shot. That was just delicately played. Just had enough to nestle in.
Warren. He's also still got those back ones to look at. Still gives him a point to aim to.
Again, he's going to need this to hang on.
Yeah, he needs something to go right here. He slides underneath.
You just can't afford to bite the line at all there.
So,
one more bowl to go. Doug trying to jam in on us. There's another bowl to play. So Cody will play his last bowl.
Oh, he's got to get it out of the ditch, mate.
Yeah, it's in the ditch. He's tricking you. Can't hold him back anymore, Clive.
No.
Just give him the microphone and run. So Cody trying to add 3.
No, he's a wonderful worker for bowls, is Doug Kelly, that is for sure.
So he's done this pretty well.
Just nestling in again.
He's got to sit inside those, so he
That'll
has.
do it. 3
shots for Cody Packer. That takes him to 5.
We're locked away at 5 apiece, Pete.
And we cross over to Doug Kelly.
Yes, and with me I have Christina Christic, who's just come off winning her 5th title, and you now sit on your own. 4 was the equal record you shared, we think, with Therese, and you've moved clear. So tell me about the day and how it all went with any nerves.
Well, obviously I'm over the moon. This one meant a lot to me. I knew that it was the WA record in the women, that no one had ever won 5 state singles. So yeah, meant a lot to me. It was tricky out there. The greens were running beautifully. Very true. However, the really heavy wind is what's making it hard. But I found that I really just stuck to one hand today, and that was my goal, something I didn't do last weekend. So I said to myself I'd stick to the same hand, and I think that's, may have given me an advantage today. I just trusted my line, and yeah.
So today was big, but tomorrow's bigger. So tell us what you're doing and where you're flying tomorrow and the week preceding that, or following that.
So myself, Cody, Ian, Therese, Calvin and Jason are heading to Wellington. We fly out tomorrow, so have not packed yet. We'll confirm that. And neither has Cody. Shows how organised we are. So we're super excited. It's Tasman, so we've got the Open 5, the development, and also the VIs and Paras. So it's going to be a massive week ahead, but I'm really looking forward to it. I know there's going to be tricky conditions in Wellington. The greens, for those that don't know, they've got a star weed, so it's not really a grass. It's super quick. It can run up to 20 seconds, really wide, really windy, so good luck to me and Cody.
So maybe this was a perfect prep with the conditions that we've got here today. This was running, they timed it at 17 seconds this morning, and that wind was a sea breeze, so it was swooping big on the wide hand for sure. So, and that was a hand that you played and mastered, which set you apart from everyone else on the green today, I thought.
Yeah, so I actually had a sports psych session this week actually, with my waist psychologist, Courtney, and I came off, from last weekend not feeling super confident, didn't play at my best, and that's one thing we discussed was chopping and changing hands. And as you know, every green, every hand is different, and it can vary in pace, in how wide it is, narrow it is, and that was the case today. So I found the hand that I stuck on was quite true. It was wide, but you knew it was always going to come back, whereas that other hand was a little bit quicker and a bit choppy. So yeah, I really had to just trust in that hand, and I did.
And just in closing, before we hand back to our commentators, is the Golden Girl. Will you ever get sick of being referred to as the Golden Girl?
Oh, I haven't heard that in a little while. It's nice. No, look, I'm just loving bowls at the moment. It was nice to have a bit of a break over the Christmas, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to the year ahead, and I'm just trying to make the most of bowls and everything until I settle down and have kids one day. So just, I'll take everything I can get at the moment.
Thanks, Christina, and I'll hand back to Clive and who have we got on giving you a hand there? Oh, Peter. So not 1.5 good commentators there, so that's great. No worries. Thanks, Christina.
Good job, Doug and Christina. I tell you what, if you've never been to Wellington, when you fly into Wellington, you come in sideways just about because it gets windy there. So in terms of preparation for windy conditions, well, there's probably half the breeze that they'll get at Wellington, I reckon.
Yes. Windy Wellington.
I was really interested to hear Christina talk about last weekend because Chrissy and I have been at the same venues all the way through the event, so actually got a chance to watch a bit of Christina's game that she's talking about last week. She was at Coburn, under the cover at Coburn, and it can be the way to go on that green to play the wide hand. It is super wide, but it can be the way to go, and she really wrestled with that through her match, and that's what she's referring to there. So it's interesting that she's then gone away and had a good think about that and then put it into practice here. And that's what superstardom's all about.
Exactly. Learning from, even with a win or lose, learning from what you've maybe haven't done quite right to make that better. Passing pot shot from the...
Yeah, glad we got the microphone back off Doug anyway, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Well, a little bit of a loose head, I suppose, but all the bowls are... The key bowls are nearly all about a metre away, except for that one that Cody's got in there that's holding the shot. But it can mean that it's hard to find an easy get out of jail type shot. Pristine conditions, the opposition beats you to the jack, and you might be able to, whack a couple out.
Seems
really
like
not
it's
a target
backhand.
here.
Seems like it's a backhand draw, but he's played Warren's played three of them, and wouldn't be super confident right now. So
I think he's looking at a switch to the forehand, looking at the way he's approaching the mat.
Does. Is he looking for a switch to the forehand quick? Yes, he is.
Well, the question is, how many is he down? Well, he's got his own closest.
He may have been 2, and he's probably definitely
two.
2, I think.
Probably definitely 2, you think?
Yeah. I looked up and thought, no, that front one's not in.
Well,
either,
it is 2.
It's definitely 2. There you go.
We can sort of say you're right.
Exactly. Perfectly correct. Thinking 2, and then looked. That front one isn't in, is it? No, it's not. So
2 shots to Cody, 7 shots to 5 now the lead for Cody Packer. Here, just reminding you, it is first to 25.
So you were out there. How quick? We did get a question. How quick is it?
Well,
certainly with the ramp this morning, I saying
said 18. Yeah.
The ramp this morning was saying like 17 downwind, 15ish up.
That's probably about right. What we did find is back into the breeze, you could very easily find yourself short, Then you'd give it a push, and the breeze would go, I'll go quiet, and suddenly you're quick. So certainly into the breeze, even with a metre to draw, it's not a given.
Yep.
And that's why you see Warren playing a weighted shot at that when in a lot of circumstances there might have been room to try and draw. He's gone, well, I've had 3 goes at drawing it.
Yes.
Haven't been able to do it. I'll try a runner instead. I think Doug got that right during that interview, that the one that we've really seen absolutely nail it was Chrissy.
Certainly.
And that doesn't come as a surprise.
No, it doesn't come as a surprise, but she had
knowing the work that she puts into her game, and
she had a plan, didn't deviate.
Christina's really, over the last 5 or 6 years, she's just taken her game up to another level of consistency. She could always play the good bowls, but now she plays them a lot, bowl after bowl.
Yep.
Even the confidence in the way you hear her speak has changed. That one's going to trickle past. That might even make the ditch. It's not real forgiving when you go past the tee. It just keeps rolling. I think that's something that Christina's changed in her mental approach, is that she just comes in with a bit with another level of confidence.
And as she said, she sought a little bit of outside help just to
might
clear
have
the
been
mind.
Games. It might have been the Com Games that did it as well.
Yep.
You're not going to come away confident after winning a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone just to clear the mind and put things in perspective. And she's certainly taken that to a new level as well.
Well, not only did they win a Commonwealth Games gold medal, but they did it in what many say is one of the best games of bowls they've ever seen.
It was a great standard.
So, can Cody make the correction here? He's already turned his back on it. So does he feel he's quick? It's not miles away, but he's just kept rolling.
He's on the edge of the ditch, so...
And that's one of those ones where you think it's coming home, and then it just keeps rolling.
So, still 2 to Warren Holt at this stage. He certainly doesn't have to change much. Slides around his own. Although, I think he has changed a bit here. He wants a clear run. Just missed a few on the narrow side, hasn't he, Warren?
Yeah. It's and once you're tight, it makes you look silly with how tight you are.
Yeah, you don't get away with it at all. So a little bit of pressure on Cody. It's quite easily to pull up short here. He's had one go in the ditch and one just stay on the edge. It's quite easily to pull right back. He's still got to draw with confidence. So he's certainly liking this more.
Oh, this is a very good
This
effort.
is a great shot here.
That's beautifully played.
Yep. Didn't overthink it.
And it's hidden away as well.
Didn't panic, just still drew the weight he thought should have been played.
Forehand weight has the jack in the way, and Cody's got the back of the rink. That's almost ideal for Cody Packer where that bowl has landed. I think you'll find Warren search a little on the backhand here, and that's going to be a really hard shot. Little bit in between.
Yeah, he's thought about the forehand, but
so it's a searcher on the backhand. Tendency will be to be tight here, but we'll see. It's just going to drop away. Little slide to give him a chance, but he won't get shot off that, so that'll be another one on the board to Cody.
Excites the crowd, but it's never likely.
8-5 the lead to Cody Packer.
So it's 3 ends in a row to Cody. A 3, a 2 and a 1. Going from patterns in the game, this is going to be a both touching draw. 0.
Right. Okay.
I know it's a bold prediction.
That's a big call. Yes. Cody looking out here on the forehand. Just needs it to pull up now. That's a solid opener. So, interesting now, Pete. Cody's made the switch to the other side of the rink in both directions. Warren's staying with the original side of the rink. And he's not far away with this, just needs it to have the run. And the line was good. So now we see the little battle of, well, I'm playing one side of the rink, you're playing the other.
Yes.
Does someone have to switch?
Well, they don't have to, but certainly Warren, as I said, lost 3 in a row now. If he loses another 1 or 2, you start doubting yourself. There's no doubt you're doubting yourself. So he's more likely to be the one to break.
I can tell you that on that forehand side going this way, it feels like you're throwing it more into the teeth of the breeze than it does on the backhand side. Just from feel. It might be a slight angle thing in the way the breeze is coming in. And you can see there, Cody's gone past with the first. He's tried to correct it and just come up short.
Just pushing it under. So having a little look around, Warren. A little bit of frustration there.
Yeah, I played a few of those exact bowls myself earlier on, so I know how he's feeling. You feel the breeze and you want to bite the line, and as soon as you bite the line, you are tight. This looks better from Cody. This is right in the area. That's well played. Well, Warren needs another close bowl here. He needs another close bowl so that he can search for that one.
Sticking backhand, so his really objective is to beat Cody's behind bowl, really. If he happens to be a little tightish or a little short, then he's still a chance for shot. But by beating Cody's back bowl, it gives him a decent line.
Oh, I don't know about the weight here. He's already got the head down. And he's blocked the path a little. Oh, that's run far enough that he probably hasn't done that. No. But he can't afford to be chasing here. So Cody now with an opportunity to draw another. Any movement of Jack is also good for Cody. Don't know this one's quite getting there.
Don't know, is it? It's trying. He's urgent every last roll, but he liked it for a long way. I think he's standing there, still standing there in disbelief, can I tell you? He liked it. I was just watching the Cody action, and it felt like that.
It always looked like it was just pulling up, and that's exactly the result. But I don't know that Warren's got much more than just trying to draw around his own bowl here. Is he going to go forehand?
Can't really afford to be.
Stick him with the backhand. No, he can't. He can't afford anything to go wrong here. This is almost one where you've got to say, well, I'll go one down if I can't draw the shot. I'm not quite sure whether we've seen whether it's 1 or 2. I must admit I haven't looked at that.
So it'll bite late here, but his weight will just carry him through.
You get to that back one and just make sure that it's only one. Yes, he has. So definitely only one now. So one more on the board to Code.
Yep.
9-5 the lead. 4 ends on the trot.
One's on the trot.
I've never done my stat on 4 ends in a row in singles and the impact that has. It certainly has an impact in fours games. In 4 ends in a row in a game of 21 end fours, and you win that game 80% of the time. Warren's going to be desperate to grab an end here and change this length. Of course, no guarantees in these conditions of changing length and actually coming up with the goods,
No.
but he'll want to change something. Cody with a solid opener here. Needs the jack, just passes. Still not the worst place to land in a game of singles, just anywhere between that 2 feet and a metre behind is always useful.
For your first bowl, certainly.
The second time we've seen Warren just look around a little
Yes.
bit. He's just assessing conditions.
He's just a bit unsettled, isn't he? Cody switches with that wine bowl in the way.
He's also on a tightish line, but his bowls
Okay.
don't go a long way across. Is it going to hang on for him now? It'll want to go late. It's very handy. Good shot.
He's played a few good bowls on that other hand now, so when you do switch with confidence that I've played a few good bowls. You're not still in that same mindset of I can't find this hand. Which
And
currently is the Warren mindset.
that is definitely the mindset at the moment of Warren. You're right. I must admit I didn't see what type of bowl that Warren is using. We know it's an arrow. Cody's will be his dynamics.
Yep. Certainly in the Christina Pam game, Pam's bowls drew a lot more. She was using evolves, and they were certainly turning a lot more than Christina's XGs.
Right, well, this is out to a wider line than he's been on. So we'll see
Yep.
what happens with this. As he's pushed. Still,
Yep.
that gives him a back bowl. It gives him a little out, Pete. If Cody doesn't draw another
Yep.
here, he might choose to play some weight.
Although it wasn't a good bowl, at least it should have hopefully shown him there is a line out there.
Yeah.
He didn't cross the line that time. So
Good to see Christina staying on and watching.
yeah, she's enjoying herself.
She's a good friend of Cody's and, of course, Perth Suns teammates for many years.
Yep.
Jackaroo's teammates.
Exactly. She couldn't get on the plane tomorrow with Cody, knowing that she went home early. Surely.
Does Cody land here? He does. I think Warren might fire at this.
I think so.
He's got an angle to get both bowls. The only problem with that is if he gets both bowls, there's a fair chance he might get his own as well. But that might still leave him 2 down if that happens. But
I think he's got to bite the bullet. And
he's got the back bowl there. going weight on the backhand, I think, is what we're seeing. Solid weight in the backhand line. Looks okay. What's he got? One of them.
One. Just the one.
So another end to Cody. 5 ends on the trot, and he leads it 10 shots to 5. He trailed 2 shots to 5, and he's turned that into a 10-5 advantage now. It's mainly being done with that one bowl that's nailing it. So
Yeah.
Warren just needs to come up with a couple of those bowls to nail it and see if he can change the momentum here.
There's no domination here from Cody.
No. And that's just down to how difficult the conditions are.
Yep.
He has missed his weight again here, I think. Just battling to find the exact weight there up there on that forehand side. About a metre short with the first. Maybe just a little bit more than that.
Have we broken Warren? He's considering the... He has. He's broken.
So many times you can be skinny on that backhand before you decide to try the other side, Pete.
Yes, yes. Tired of watching Cody find the line.
Well, Warren's got a little bit more on this than Cody had.
Slides fast.
Oh, with a little slide.
That helps the
Sends him
line.
right up onto the jack. A good spirit this game.
There's a bit of back and forth there.
Well, he's found a little bit more on this, Cody. Just going to drop under. Warren right in the area with another here. Oh, that's beautifully played. Look at that.
It's a great shot.
Sensational.
That's a bit of confidence. You know he's never going to give up.
No, well, the evidence is in the semi-finals that it doesn't pay to give up, because both of these players came from, well, I wouldn't say hopeless positions, but they came from difficult positions, both of them, to come back and win. I think Warren was down 21-12 and Cody was down 20-13.
Cody's line's pretty good, but he's not going to arrive.
Well, Warren's still got room around that last bowl of Cody's. There's plenty of room around that. And it's far enough out that he doesn't have to worry about pushing it up. Can Warren work his way back into the match here? Cody's only got one more bowl to do anything about this. Warren's just urging this to run. He's urged it to run, and it appears to have responded. Wow.
It's
left a gap.
Yeah, there is a gap.
It's not a big gap.
No, it's not.
Cody will have to attack
just
this.
Short of Jack as well. So
the problem for Cody, he hits this right on the nose. It doesn't necessarily make it better.
No, hits it with the right weight. He won't go in the ditch if he hits it right in the middle. Warren hasn't got anything back there either, but looks like he's going bigger than staying weight. So he's hitting it, but
well, he has managed to get it out. That's a nice angle, because it looked a little bit loaded to go straight into the ditch. He's found a nice angle there and killed it.
Really good answer there from Cody.
He's tried to give us a flipper, and it's gradually getting round.
It's a pretty disgraceful effort, really.
And he's had to do the embarrassing chase to go and get it 3 rinks away.
So good save there. Hopefully a confidence booster for Warren that he had them.
Well, it was okay. He got a little bit of a slide with the first one, but it was 3 very nice, very, very nice bowls from Warren. Most consistent he's been through the match so far.
So interesting, Cody's come back to this forehand. So he's obviously seen something. And it's a great start. So we're nearly ditch to ditch. So on a ditch to ditch, it's a terrific start. He's got the height pretty good here. Just running a bit.
Well, Cody's on track for another close bowl here.
It's a similar line.
Yeah, it's well played. Does give Warren a little bit of a guide to just work his way onto the inside. That'll look all right from the mat to just work your way, just dropping inside that bowl. Now, I'll tell you what, it's a fair effort. He's actually going to go round it. It's good enough for second.
Good start. Just got to hold on.
Well, a lot of breeze came up and probably helped him there.
Yeah, it might have just pushed him that extra metre.
I think he was pretty good anyway, but that last bit of breeze just helped him over the line. This is going to be weight, I think.
Yeah, he's lining up.
Lining up
quick. In the area.
He's got one bowl.
2. No, just the one.
All right, Cody marching down here to see if he can add another one. Be interested to see what Warren plays with his last. If Cody doesn't add another one, does he go again? He's got the back.
I suspect so.
I think if Cody adds another one, he definitely goes again. Cody will know that too. Now I think Cody's underdone the line.
He's
here.
got a tight line this time.
Away. Yeah.
So is he going again?
I think so.
I think he'd back himself not to be going anywhere near his own if he wants to. Yep, I'd say that's the stance to go again.
Okay, well, he's on a good line. He
He's gotta get
has
down.
just missed.
I'm going to get down.
So that is going to be 4 ones in a row to Cody Packer. He's won 6 ends in a row, but the last 4 ends have all been singles. 11-5 the lead. I guess that's the one saving grace for Warren Holt at the moment is he's dropping ends, but he's only dropping ones.
He's dropping one, so Cody still has a long way to go to get to 25.
Six ends of just one shot to Cody, and it's those couple of multiples that are the difference in the match. Warren with just the one multiple score. He grabbed a 2 earlier in the match, and everything else has been singles.
He's giving this one a shove.
Well, that's
not one of his best.
Well, that's potentially a reaction to being short a couple of times in that direction as well, Pete.
Yeah.
You tend not to at least not want to make the same mistake. So we've got a Willie Wagtail making his way across. Needs to be careful here. And he's got out the way.
I think he's pretty safe, I think. I've got rear vision.
And Warren needs this to run, not going to. That is enough for shot, but the boys would expect to get a little closer than that, although that breeze is still causing havoc.
It's edging towards Warren's bowl.
And just
does enough. Just enough.
Has Warren found a little bit more on this? I think so. It's only a smidgen more, but it's going to be enough, I think.
Oh, I'm not sure it is.
Did it let me down? Maybe not. He got there. He got there for one.
It's a game of millimetres. So the wind has just picked up a little bit more. So
can Cody find a little bit more? It's travelling well and dropping inside. Yes, that's beautifully played. And rolls all the way to the jack. So beautifully played there from Cody. Two balls in front of Jack High is the call. That is probably going to force Warren to the backhand. He too has just found the weight a bit tricky to get there. Honestly, all I can say, Pete, having played out there earlier, the conditions feel even a little trickier, is that it's just not simple.
Exchange pleasantries on the way past those two.
I think they're both understanding each other's pain here as Cody gives us a thumbs up. And Warren using weight here. He's looking to try and remove the bowl or get to the jack, and but that gives you an indication of how they're feeling out there,
Yes.
and choosing to go the weight instead. I believe it's only one. That's been the signal throughout the end.
Has.
One more to Cody.
Cody was interested for a little while.
12-5. And that's 5 singles in a row for Cody Packer.
It's interesting that Cody has come back to this other side, this forehand going this way. He's going to pull up a couple of feet short. Pretty good start. It's only a foot short of ditch to ditch, so not easy. Warren is now sticking on the backhand. Assumingly they don't want to play the same hand. Just got to hold the line. Is he holding enough?
Cody's got a little bit to play to here. He can turn his own bowl, get to the jack high bowl. Just needs to be out to the line is the key. How is he? Just dropping under. Certainly, you see the weight that he played, almost ideal weight for what he was looking at. It's quite remarkable, really. I mean, 7 ends in a row have gone the way of Cody, and you know, if Warren can grab the next 2 ends, he's actually right back in the contest.
Correct. He's only 12-5. So Cody's still got a long way to go. He's going to pull up short at the track.
4:30 in the afternoon here in WA. There's a chance that wind starts to die down. Cody looking again for that promotion of that bowl, and again it's just going to drop away.
Warren has to grab this opportunity. Holding one. Needs to get out there, beat Cody's last 2 bowls. He slides inside those, he counts. Perfect spot. He's just got to run it out. He's urging, needs every roll as a winner.
Okay, I've just had a look at the forecast, Pete. There is no chance that wind's going to drop away.
It's consistent. Thanks for the
It's
positive information.
It's forecast to be the same at the same velocity at 8 o'clock tonight. So,
well, I'm hoping we're not here then.
If Warren starts getting a few ones back, there's a possibility. So Cody, well, this will be his 3rd attempt at this particular shot, really, just to try and get up there and
Can be a little bit more positive.
Yeah,
wants
moving
to
the jack's good, isn't it?
Not overly positive, but can sort of reach the ditch, but sticking with that similar weight.
He's going to need it to hang on.
Well, he's got a bit more. Will it hang?
Has he got to the jack? He has. What a shot.
He did give it that more.
A little bit more. Just held that line a bit more. Great shot from Cody.
So it just has all the answers at the moment.
I think that shot bowl is just hidden enough that it's going to stop Warren from being able to just go full bore at this. He's going to have to shape something, try and land, trail the jack and go with it. Yeah, he can.
A little indecisive.
There's that indication that it's just a little bit hidden. He's just looking for the angle.
Looking to arrive on the backhand, I would suspect. It's just a matter of how much.
He has to shape it a little bit, and that's what he's doing. Has to shape it a little bit. It's on the outside. Got one of them.
Got one of them again.
How many is that, Pete? How many is that to Cody?
Oh, too many to count.
Is that one?
One.
Right. Right. 6 ones in a row, 8 ends in a row to Cody. And he edges away to a 13-5 lead.
It's just building a little picket fence. 1-1-1 on my score sheet.
So 14 ends have been played, and 11 of them have been single scores throughout the match.
It's a dour tussle.
Well, it's an indicator of how hard it is to group bowl. Warren holding a 3 when Cody killed it. We haven't seen the players holding numbers even.
No. Just pushed up that line again.
The only thing I'll say with that first bowl going past piece, it's probably easier to... It gives you something to work with still, whereas if you're short with that first one, it's out of the game. You're still going to make a correction. Cody's just trying to make sure that that first one's in the game. That's a handy one from Warren. Still about 2.5 feet short, but give him something to work with.
So he has pulled some weight off it, just dropping down. It's a really good shot here from Cody. Number 1.
So we settled at forehand round the clock.
Seems like it.
Seems it, yes.
Seems like it. So we're looking for that extra metre.
He's in the area here. He is very close. Great shot, Warren Holt. As I said, if Warren can just put together a couple of solid ends here, he can really make Cody think. A couple of multiple scores to Warren, and all that hard work over the last, 3/4 of an hour.
So it's multiples
can change.
Just quite get down.
Can't believe it, Pete.
What's that?
Well, there was a time when everybody knew who Pete Harris was. Everybody recognised you.
Yeah.
And your laptop just said, I don't recognise who you are, put your password in.
Yeah, the laptop is not alone.
Honestly.
Not alone.
I was over on the Gold Coast with you in, the early 2000s. Everybody knew who Peter Harris was.
Yes, those days are gone. So what's Cody got here?
I think it's one of those just give it a chance type bowls that he needs to play here. A little bit of a land, trail the jack. Here it comes. Tell you what.
He's close, isn't he?
Wow, what a
Oh.
shot. He's trickled past. On our angle, that's still to 1 to Warren, but
Yep.
we'll get confirmation.
Cody's
Oh, what a fantastic effort. God, he can't believe that it didn't quite get back. When we are talking a millimetre there, you get another millimetre of that jack, that's good enough for shot.
giving it a red hot go there,
I'm
Warren.
going to say you would have
It's
excused him for not. wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
saying just let me get back on the board. So he does. He breaks that run with one of his own.
Look, we don't keep track of what time they scored, but that's got to be nearly. It's got to be about 40 minutes since Warren's scored a shot, but he finds himself only 7 behind. And now, what's he going to do with this length? Going to change it up a little bit, one would think. So the beauty of the 25 up game is that you do have time to make a comeback. 21 looms quick when you find yourself behind. So he's gone full length here, Pete. Almost just going to be just shy of full length.
Which is interesting. He's playing what Cody's played.
Well, Cody hasn't quite been going that far. Cody's been going probably about a metre and a half shorter than that. Cody's been doing that all day, and I think in this game he's just been slightly shorter than that. But
Not sure about that.
Yep.
I'm sure the eagle-eyed viewers may correct one of us. Bit of maintenance going on next to us with Dean and his equipment. He'll be in South Perth very much long soon. Just trying to avoid the sun. Cody, we're just going to stop.
he's parked in beautifully, just in behind.
Yep, Tim Hyatt's on my side. Length looks the same to him. I knew Tim had a good eye.
I think Cody's had the mat up a little bit further than where the mat is. That's my take. But
Yeah,
look,
well, it's
the
okay to
beauty
be
of
wrong.
it is we're all entitled to an opinion.
It's okay to be wrong. Just sliding through.
You've also got the comments in front of you, so I'm guessing anyone that comes through back at me, you're
Won't
not going
get
to
a mention.
You're not going to mention. Yeah.
No, but no one's supporting you yet.
Okay. Has Cody added another? It looks like it needs to slow down a little.
Nice.
Well, it's probably enough to count. Yeah, that'll be 2.
And Warren's again, hands on hips.
So despite...
Do I switch?
Yeah,
I switch?
This is the tricky bit. You go, well, I'm only 2 down and there's room.
It looks.
But can I draw it?
It probably looks better on the other hand. It's just got little bowls sitting out.
Oh, I don't know about the pace here. That looked very gentle out of the hand. He's just come up short. It was just one of those bowls he looked like he just placed rather than got away.
So Cody switches. This time,
Not wanting to give a jack high guide, I guess.
I guess, yep. Just trying to keep us guessing, these two.
Trouble is with the change of length is that if your only option is to go short and you don't particularly want to go short and you think you're going okay, but Cody had won 8 ends in a row. I think a drastic change, which is what you're getting at, a drastic change was something that Warren could have considered.
So probably a missed
I
opportunity.
think we
there
both
from
sat
Cody.
here expecting to see a short end.
See, Jack, Matt up a little bit, or
Yeah.
Jack up a little bit, something like that. So just for Jake, it is 4:45 in the afternoon. So been playing. What time did we start? Just after 3.
He needs
an
Jack.
hour 40.
He needs Jack or land here.
He's got
a piece.
And they're all trying to roll out, but he has stopped, hasn't he?
I don't know about that. That's close. That is close.
Cody's asked Stephen to have a look. Stephen Beckwith.
Oh, I don't know. Gut feel is it's gone too far for me, but Steve's indicated.
And one down. He did nod the head, so I think
There you
Cody
go.
thought he was down 2.
Okay.
Well, I'm only going on the nod. So front. Let's see if he switches back or not. If he sticks to that backhand.
Well, the trail of the jack there on the backhand's a good result for him.
It is.
Is he half tempted to go for the bowl?
Just saying switch back because he's played these 2 good bowls on this forehand, not the backhand. No, it sticks on the backhand. It's all on the weight now because the line's good enough.
Just needs it to pull up. And it
Tried to.
may have done. It's his closest bowl, I think.
It's going to be close.
Is it 1 to Warren or 3 to Cody? Well, that's
be 1.
made it by the look of it.
Yeah, that's definitely 1. That's a bit tighter. And that looks like 2.
I think it might be 3.
Even 3 even. Certainly 2. 1 doesn't trust him. Cody clearly wants 3. Bit of an effort there for Warren to get down.
Warren wants to be careful with his
Very
back foot
Yes.
because that is very close to those bowls.
little bit awkward.
What is he doing?
It's not textbook measuring, I know that. I think he's going to get there in the end. Cody is very confident. Wow, so 3 by the look of it.
There it is.
It is big
3
3.
shots. Well,
Come out of the blue.
well, that's a huge difference. $16-6 now the lead to Cody. What a difference between it being 1 to Warren, where he would have just been able to just close that gap a little bit more. Instead, Cody skips away to a very handy 10-shot lead. Cody persisting with just making sure that first bowl gets past, and it's not been a bad method. Well, that's a great opener from Warren. As you said earlier, Pete, he won't go away.
No, he definitely will not.
He's got enough experience at high-level singles matches to know, he'll have won games from here before. And particularly in difficult conditions, part of the battle's keeping the opposition out there. Because things can change.
Yeah, because of the inconsistencies.
Whether or not a short end on that previous end was the way to go, well, we'll never know.
No, we'll never know. So, just got to knuckle down one at a time, one end at a time. Just push through there.
Contact on his own works. Only trouble with that now is he's pushed it right up to Jack High.
Yeah, gives him a solid look at it.
Got to give a shout out to Steve Beckwith and all the officials that have worked really hard today. We've had officials marking all the games today, and they've all done a fantastic job.
Of course, a number of them were out and about yesterday as well to help out.
Certainly were, and speaking of right in the area, wow.
That's a great shot, Cody.
Brilliant shot from Cody. That was the trouble with just rolling that ball up to Jack High, just set up a bit of a landing zone. Sun starting to set on proceedings for the day. A little bit of shadows coming across the other part of the green. Hasn't reached us. Warren. Well, that was an interesting one.
Well,
Everything rolled out, and I think he's got shot.
he may well have. Yes.
He's caught
he
the
does.
inside edge of his own, which has actually rolled it in.
Got the right wobble, fell down.
Incredible little result there. Just wondering whether Cody's considering playing a bit of weight here, knowing he's got the back bowl, he's got the trail available.
Yep.
And just playing the easier weight. He's certainly going through his mind. That's what we're going to see. Solid weight,
Right.
looking for bowl or jack. And he's wide.
Yeah, well, it's sort of drifted as well.
Warren with last say here. If he wins this end, Pete, be interesting to see what he does with the jack.
Oh, you've got a feeling he wouldn't roll it long again. Well, it's on its way, so well, the line isn't bad. It's not going to quite get down.
It was a super
Good
effort.
effort.
Yeah. So 1 to Warren.
Well, it is.
I mean, you could argue that last end it nearly worked. He nearly got shot, but he ended up dropping 3.
Yeah.
Okay. The mat is in his hand and
He's
he's taking
thinking.
a couple of steps.
He back. He went forward. He went back. So the mat hasn't changed much. Will the mat jack change?
Yes, this is an attempt at a slightly shorter length.
Yeah. No, this is more of a 3/4.
Yeah.
3/4 on most screens.
Now the job is to nail it with that first. You've made the switch.
It's back on the forehand.
This is going to get away. This is going to drop away. It's the challenge on the shorter length not to bite the line.
Yep.
Cody's in the area here. He's very much in the area, all over the jack.
All over it. It's a good response. A line from Warren, but he's got to run it out. Himself with a bit of work to do. He's a bit 3 feet short.
Yeah, without it really a good option to switch to the backhand either,
No,
with
no.
the way Cody's bowl's sitting on the jack. Cody drops away with his second. And you can see already Warren trying to think about how he's going to play this.
It'd be very inviting just to drop underneath his own, but you know that if you're
can't play
just
that.
a little bit underweighted, you're
Yep.
just going to go.
It'll just
So
it'll
you've got to
rip
play
sideways.
probably too much weight.
Oh, I think he's tried this. How is he? Is it going to hold on?
Slide around it. Oh, just
He's played it well.
didn't need the touch. He was all over it if he didn't get the touch.
Well, importantly, he's probably made 2 seconds
Yep.
out of that. That'll bring in the bigger weight if he chooses. How much has Cody sent this? No, he hasn't. I think you'll see Warren go bigger now.
Yep.
Warren go for the edge of the bowl. Try and clip it out there off the front of the jack. If he puts the bowl straight onto the jack, we should see a dead end. Cody's last bowl also protects Warren from getting both of his own. So he can't get to the bad side of his bowl. How is it?
Hold the
He's
line.
Got the edge of it.
And
I don't think it's gone far enough. I don't know. We'll get a look from Steve Beckwith. He just caught the edge of the bowl. It's a measure.
he's not giving it away. One more roll at 42.
Okay, so confirmation that that's the measure for shot between the two. Those two bowls, the one that was moved and Moran's back bowl. Just caught the finest edge of that bowl. Oh, Cody's line's good.
He's going to need to sit something.
Well, he's fallen
Yes.
in. That'll probably be enough, you would think.
Shot, anyway.
You think that last bowl of Cody's has to be the shot. Yep, there it is, kicked out. I was going to say, from our angle it looks
Two.
like two, and it is two.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a, well, it's a commanding lead now. 18 shots to 7. Cody just 7 shots from home. A mountain of work to do for Warren Holt. Just needs to be thinking in couples of ends here. Just string a couple of ends together.
Yep.
He needs to be thinking about getting to, that 13-14 mark before Cody scores again.
Yeah, so I need to get the double figures before Cody scores again, and then maybe 15 before Cody gets to 20. And
Yeah,
then
break it down that way. And that'll be tempered by the fact that Cody's confidence will just be growing at the moment.
it's sliding underneath, so that will count. So
Oh, it's
tempting here.
It is tempting just to reach through, isn't it?
Here's 2 down. There's a nice V there to the jack.
And I can tell you it looks easier than it is to get into that V. Solid weight. He's got the jack all the way. What a shot. Boom, straight into the ditch. Sits about a foot away. It looked tempting, and he gave in to temptation and whacked the jack into the ditch.
Yes, on another day when he's drawing a lot better or a bit easier conditions, he wouldn't. But Ian, and Warren's from Wagen. Southern country town. A great southern country town. So be a little bit disappointed that with Cody. Opportunity for Warren here.
Well, has Warren got the journey here? He
So-
looks all right.
It's only just alright, isn't it? But it is alright.
Oh, I don't know. That actually pulled up quicker than I thought it was going to.
It's
I thought he was getting to the tee and it would run on a little because that's what it does, but he didn't quite get there. I'm not sure that counts. Just the one. Just the one is the signal. So the key here for Cody is to make it as hard for Warren to get to as he can.
Yep, shots pretty well out of the question. Gets a metre past his own. I don't think he is.
So the task is simple for Warren, just get past his own. There is a little chance of getting three if he can make a little bit of
Yeah.
contact with his own as he goes past.
He doesn't need much on his own. So if he has nice weight, there's a possibility. But he definitely needs to count.
He wants 2 feet on his last, maybe 2 feet to a metre on his last gives him that chance. He's got a big gust just as he let it go. I don't know how much more he's got on this. Is he going to do enough? He's
Don't
not.
think so. No.
He got a big gust as he let it go. I don't think that did him any favours. And one it is. One to Warren. 18-8 now the scoreline. Cody Packer 7 shots away from back-to-back WA state singles. Of course, he is also the Australian singles champion at the moment. From right here. I was going to say
Yes.
on this very green, but it wasn't
No,
quite on this very green. It
wasn't
was
on
right
this
next
green.
door. Yes.
If they keep getting ones, it might be a similar finish time.
Of course, he won the title over an ex-WA boy. I'm sure he still calls himself a WA boy, and Tristan Smollicone.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure Warren knows what length he wants to play
No.
at the moment.
No. He knows he doesn't want to be long, but he probably doesn't want to be short. So he's just probably settling for the length that everybody practices.
Well, he's played his first one pretty well. So, in terms of that selection, I'd be happy with that. I was a bit worried the wind might blow the Women's Trophy over Pete, but we're going to no chance of that happening. So
No, save that. It's the ground's fault. Just want to point that out. So can Warren back it up with getting 2 in the same area?
Doesn't look too bad.
No, he's pretty good.
Just needs to hang on now. I think that'll count.
Make Cody switch.
Confirmation of how many down. 2 it is.
Sun is getting reasonably low in the sky.
Yes, we're going to be looking right into it in just a sec.
We are. Oh, that's a pretty good shot from Cody. It tried. Stephen hesitated, but he went with the Cody paddle.
And that'll be a change of hand for Warren, I think.
You'd think so.
Play through his own bowl, little nudge of the jack. Fall off Cody's previous. Just got to get it up there into that zone.
Yep.
We know it'll want to be turning.
He's got to hold.
And there it goes.
Got to
And
hold.
Done. It's done the job.
Did enough.
You just know that it wants to be turning there, so you just got to get up to give it a chance. And that was well played.
Sticking on his backhand here, Cody, so he must be drawing, I suspect. Drawing through that hole, underneath his own, through his own. Oh, has he got the weight? A bit disappointed with that.
There's a little bit of a consolation prize, and he's made it hard for Warren to get another one in there.
As
Right in the line that Warren would have wanted to play. Warren had a trail available, he had a roll of his own bowl,
So
and
still-
Cody's landed right in the middle of that.
there's still a track underneath, sitting Cody's bowl out.
Well, that might be what he needs to play.
It's not a bad angle. Sit that out. He'd have 2/3. You wouldn't think Cody's last is getting into the shot. Need a bit of luck to do that. So if he can get to the split of his bowl and turn Cody sideways, he'll make 4. With a metre.
Okay, Skip, let's find out whether your call works out.
Well, I'm pretty confident he's playing it. Whether it works, I hope to find out. It's just looking to get to the split.
I don't know that he's wide enough.
Oh no, he hasn't
He's pinched it.
really.
That's it. Well, you know what that is? That's a case of not wanting to be on the wide side and bringing Cody's bowl up.
Pinched the line and pinched the weight. Just needed a bit more. Got to be prepared to play a bit extra on that hand just to get some kind of hold. Has Cody improved his weight?
Well, if anything, he's got a smidgen, but I don't think so. Just a tiny little bit more he had on it, but not enough to change anything. 1 to Warren. He ticks over to 9. We talked about making sure he gets to double figures before Cody scores again, so he's a chance to do that right now on this end. It's all about the next 2 ends now for Warren. Must string a couple of ends together here.
Yep.
I mean, he's won 3 of the last 4, Pete. Yep, 3 of the last 4 ends. That should be enough to give him the confidence that he's right there.
4 of the last 6, but unfortunately he's got 4 1s and Cody's got a 3 and a 2.
Yeah, well.
So, but he has won 4 of the last 6. He can just snag just a little multiple.
He's only had the one multiple for the entire match. He's only had the 1-2 that was on end number 5 in the match. Where are we now? End number 21.
Just hung there. Oh, welcome to Adam Haywood.
Ah, Adam.
Adam.
Over in New Zealand. Gee, it'll be a few years since Adam was in WA now.
Would be.
Down at Hilton Park, I think Adam was. Hilton Park was one of the host venues on day 1 of the state singles. Warren just going to pull up a little short here. He's urging it to get on, but not quite going to make it.
He just got that high line again as well, trying to get back. Won the measure, but plenty of room.
Ian saying Cardinia for Adam. Okay.
A little bit quiet here, so just got to pull up. Trying to stop, and it does, so good shot there from Warren.
Well, what about the run here? What about the run? Not quite.
No, 3 very similar weighted bowls.
So Cody and Warren just with 1 bowl left to play each here. Warren heading up there to play his now. He find a safe way in here with Cody's bowls guarding both hands.
Yeah, he's. Like, Cody's last bowl hasn't changed Warren's line from his previous, so. Well, he looks hesitant. There's no reason he shouldn't play the same line. So it's got it away pretty well.
Yeah, it's a safe line, that's for sure.
It'll get back to the line. It's just the weight I think is going to hurt him.
Yep.
It's the weight, so Cody may well look at this bowl now. He can get down there on the backhand. He probably has 2, maybe even 3 seconds. So
there we go. Adam Haywood's just confirmed he played at both Cardinia and Hilton Park. There we go. Happy with that. Happy for us to be both right, Ian.
So backhand runner looking for Warren's bowl.
Go a long way to winning the match by removing this bowl.
He might have the jack. And
he has got the jack, and it has gone out of bounds. So we'll replay that one. It's funny in singles, you don't really feel like you're replaying in, do you? You just play another one.
Just play another one, yeah.
because we don't count the ends. We've got a bit of action with the fire engines coming past the club.
Fire trucks.
There was a bit of a burning smell, so that might answer that.
Well, Dean was in panic. He was in panic mode, sniffing everything. So he'll be relaxed, more relaxed now. So Warren, a little bit longer. Adam's just come back from playing singles on a 19-second green.
There you go, that's what Christina's got to look forward to, because they don't run much under about 18 or 19 in New Zealand.
And with the wind, it was closer to 23.
Yeah, that's...
Good luck,
I have a little bit of experience myself playing in New Zealand, and yeah, the greens are very quick. If they get a little bit damp, they get quicker. And on the weed surface that Christina was referring to. Still, should suit a West Aussie. Going over there and playing in those conditions. Albeit it does get nice and windy in Wellington, as we said.
Andrew, I can confirm I did play with you at Bedford. But probably similar to your teammates at Mount Lawley, you didn't listen to me either. Shot here from Warren. Very good shot. Starting to put some together.
Andrew Jones, one of the great characters of our sport.
Yes, well, there was a
Hope
lot
you're
of...
well, mate.
Yes. I saw him, he was here this afternoon.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Okay.
mate, got here just in time to see Daniel lose.
Right.
So, I'm sure a supportive teammate that he was.
Turned around and walked straight back out.
I think so. Him and Cameron Green. Straight back to the club.
Yes, I did see Cameron here, so... I think Cameron helped us out when they were starting the game, because we were trying to signal them to start the game. I think it was Cam that you shouted out to him, "Oi, start the game."
Yes. Another... So he's
Just urging it home.
Yeah, it's not quite arriving, is it?
Well, 2 and a measure. 2 and a measure is the call. Well,
Wow.
suddenly Cody needs to come up with something here.
Yeah, can he
Keep the pressure off his
respond?
last bowl.
Is he high enough?
He's not bad.
Will it
It's good enough to cut out the front 2.
try to sneak around?
Still 1 to Warren. That won't change Warren's
No.
method here. He's got that backhand draw
Nice little draw through
available
that
to
hole.
him still. Yep. Be interesting to see. We'll have to wait long to find out what Cody does with his last, whether or not he feels a chance to just run up there now and turn his own bowl or turn Warren's out. But Warren has a chance to tidy things up a bit first. Cody's got 2 bowls waiting past there if he can push his own bowl up onto Jack.
Cody's got a few options here at the moment to arrive through the head, so...
I think this one needs to reach for Warren. I think he needs to give it a chance. If he doesn't count, he just passes the Jack. He's urging it to reach.
He doesn't want to reach too much on that bowl. Just rocked him.
No harm done, but gives Cody a shelf. Cody can get back to the Jack off that bowl.
Can afford to just
This is a big opportunity here now.
put it up the line with turning weight.
Turn his
Turn
own
the
bowl
ball
to
on the
jack,
jack.
sit Warren's shot
Top
bowl
bowl.
out, catch an edge off the outside.
Sounds easy.
If there's a bad result for Cody, it's the inside edge of his own. Not sure that works.
So he's down. Or has he pinched the line? He needs to hold a long way here.
I don't think he just played through it. I think that was the issue. And he had enough, but
Could have had more
yeah.
safely.
Mm.
So he was disappointed with it, I can tell you. So Ryan does get to double figures before Cody scored. 3 ones in a row. 10, 18.
4 of the last 5 ends.
So yes, Adam, it is at Joondalup.
The ones are the way that Cody established his lead. Warren's now stringing a few ones together himself, so
Yep.
he's one good end, a 2 or a 3 away from being right back in the match.
Just a little multiple, just tick things along. So yes, Joondalup, one of the growing northern suburbs clubs. There's a few out here. We talked about earlier. A few nice. Queen's Rock is putting things together. Wanaru's looking to get back to where they were maybe a few years ago. Sorrento and North Beach, obviously.
It's a great part of the world,
So-
Pete. This northern corridor.
Yeah. I like visiting. So
I'm a Wanneroo boy.
Joondalup.
Still live in Wanneroo, just 5 minutes from home, right here. But you can keep the wind.
Yes.
Well, it was a good start from Warren. Cody's not far away either here. Great start from both players, really. That's good enough for number 1. And that's going to be an interesting one for Warren because that will look like it's a nice backhand shot from the map, but they've both been playing the forehand side.
Yep.
The ball just sitting out in the wing would be really tempting to switch to the backhand.
It's going to slide on the outside, but it's gone a little bit too far. Barry, Stephen Beckwith is the marker from Gin.
Gin boy, yes.
One of our up-and-coming ITOs
And
on
he
the
loves the sport, Pete.
on the BW Umpires Committee.
Yep.
I
Good
think
player.
I think he's playing in zone next week,
Yes.
isn't he?
Yep.
Plays for the Northern Zone. So, good player in his own right.
And he's a top bloke as well. There you go. Be happy
Certainly.
with that. You don't see too many people more keen on bowls. He also coached in the Blitz.
Yes. Yeah, we gave him, coaching gig, trying to improve all facets of his game, on and off the green. So Warren beats Cody's last bowl. He's in with a shot, or a chance of getting shot. How's his weight? Because his line is very good.
Oh, this is a great effort. This is a great effort.
Great shot, Warren.
Brilliant.
It's nicely behind, no target.
There is a slight option here. I don't think Cody will play it. He's big at the outside bowl. Get both. Don't think he'll play it. There are plenty of players around that would.
it's going to slide underneath. So
I think Cody's semi-final opponent, Blake Nan, would have been going those 2 bowls. Never shy to attack.
So again, gets it out there, beats the outside 2, gives himself a chance of dropping into count.
I feel like he needs another one in here because Cody's had a chance to have a good look at this now, and got a bit of paper blowing onto the green. Looks like it's not going to be a problem. Yeah, Cody's going to go and grab it. And he's reading Sue's notes.
Yeah, Sue's X's and O's. Cody. Yeah. And might have been Denise Kelly's X's and O's. That's the shopping list for Doug later on.
Yeah.
Just gonna trying to drop in. Not a bad home. So Christina and Helen have been in conversation for a long time. Helen Heal, great Manning teammate.
Christina probably saying to Helen, "Did you notice I'm the first female to win 5 state?" No, she wouldn't be doing that.
She certainly would not.
Far too modest to be doing that.
So will Cody play with a little bit more?
Well, it's not much more, if it's any more.
No, it's not much more. But
what's he got?
He's close.
He's got to the jack and pushed alongside it. It's a great shot.
It's a great shot. Gets him back. Only one, but
that is a really good bowl, though.
Looks like it deserved more.
It's a really good bowl.
It is one. It is. Great shot from Cody.
And importantly, it moves Cody to within 6 of victory. He leads at 19 shots to 10 and breaks the mini drought that he was on.
Just gone 5:30 local time. Pretty confident. If Ryan wants to get back in this with ones, we are going to need the lights.
So Cody back to that very long length.
Yep, same length he's bowled the whole time. He's consistent.
You're definitely consistent.
Fighting with tongue over here, I can tell you. If looks could kill. Just missing the line with his firsts.
Tell you what, this is coming back nicely for Warren.
Good angles here.
That's a very nice bowl.
Just taking the weight off here, Cody. Opportunity here.
Yeah, real opportunity for Warren to close right in on this. Needs to take it. Just doesn't need to ease off the weight here. Needs to. His first weight's pretty good. He just needs to stick with that.
Yeah, no correction needed. Has he got the run?
Just hard to make those exact corrections. Just need to stick with that same weight. Where his shot bowl is, Cody's got to play a good one to to get that shot back.
Yep.
Well, Cody's overdone it, I think. And this won't pull up once it goes past the tee. It'll just keep tracking. Just rolls a bit further than you think it's going to.
And Warren looking.
Well, he's done enough for it to be a measure. That's interesting. On our screen, it doesn't look like
No,
that.
it
But
does not look like that.
I felt for Vicky in our game this morning because she signalled. DT played a draw shot and she signalled one to DT, and as it went past the tee, it just kept rolling and rolling, and then she, oh, hang on a minute, that's not right.
She went early. So Warren switches hands to beat the Packer bowl.
Well, the first bit's getting it out to a decent line. That looks to be a decent line.
Yeah.
Does it pull up?
She's trying to.
Yeah.
Just needs to keep turning to pull. And that should be the shot, you would think.
Yes, that's done enough. Yep. You can see that's basically landed right on the tee. That bowl of Warren's. Well, there's a little bit for Cody to play to here, Pete.
Is?
Just needs to make sure he gives it a chance.
He seems to have pinched the line a little bit, hasn't he?
I think so. And there is no forgiveness for a pinched line.
There nearly was. But no. Frustration because he got the weight pretty good. So real opportunity for a multiple here from Warren. Will only be his second multiple for the game.
Yeah, well, we're not sure, are we? We know
No.
we know it's 1 to Warren at the moment.
Yeah.
Not sure on the second.
So he's got it out to the line, that's good.
This looks useful. Just needs it to get down now. The breeze is actually holding it a bit.
Just won't get down with
Just
it.
didn't get back. Wow. Well, that's the first one we've really seen stay.
Yeah.
The weight wasn't bad. The weight was good enough to count. I think that was 2. Yes.
So it was.
So that second multiple does come Warren's way, and it's a 19-12 lead to Cody Packer here in the race to 25 shots in the WA men's state singles title.
23 ends played, so it's a decent length game.
Certainly is. 31 shots scored on those 23 ends, so certainly, run rate under 1.5.
Bring a jacket?
No.
No. No, not at all. He's getting a little bit of a cool edge.
Depends whether you're a warm type of person or a cold type of person, Pete. No wonder you're starting to feel the cold a little bit.
Yeah, well, warm people do get chills quicker. It's the cold people it doesn't affect.
Right. Okay, now Cody. He's done enough for shot. Still a little bit of room there, but about half a metre short of the jack. Maybe a little bit more. A slight correction for Warren to make here. Just needs to finish inside his first attempt. He's pretty close to doing so.
Just got to run.
That's the other thing that players will have to contend with now, that maybe the speed just changes a little bit.
Maybe drops touch.
Must say, the green is in immaculate condition, Pete.
Yeah, no, looks...
There is not a blemish.
No, it looks terrific.
And of course the greenkeeping staff here did have a fair bit of work to do early on in the season because they held the Nationals here in October.
They did.
Challenging time in terms of keeping the greens up for a longer period.
Yeah, certainly they had to get them up, but also knowing that they're going to be playing until April.
Yes.
So
That one is going to pull up short, so about a foot short of his previous attempt, but enough to be out of the count. Wow, this is with a clear run. Yeah, that's definitely number one. Great shot. It was a rather inviting target there, wasn't there? A little funnel down towards the jack, and Cody found it perfectly.
Well, we trotted it off after this one. Has he got the same funnel? Is he holding to the bowl? Holding to the bowl.
What a shot.
Brilliant.
Brilliant
It's a great
bowl.
shot.
Perfectly weighted just to get there and fall off. You done enough for two? Don't think so, but Steve's wanting to get in there and have a look.
Yeah, Cody's invited him to have a look. Didn't quite catch that. There's no paddle given.
Cody just with a positive sort of look at this, but he's underdone the line.
He has.
Made no contact with his own. So we might have the tape out for the second. Or Warren doing the fingers. I think Warren doesn't like it.
No, this is to make just to
He
confirm.
wants to satisfy himself that he doesn't need to measure it. No, he's going for the tapes.
He couldn't satisfy himself. See if he can do this a little bit more gracefully than he did the last one. And you skip it all the time, sometimes you forget how to measure.
Are you a left to right measurer, Pete, or a right to left measurer? Where's the box and the tape got to be?
The box is in my right hand.
Really?
Yeah, the box is in my right hand.
Wow. Now, what was it? Let's just have a look.
One it is.
I'm definitely, the box is on the left and I've got to be going to the bowl with the right. That's absolute given.
No, you're mad.
Yeah. Feel very uncoordinated doing it the other way.
19. We did point out the challenge for Warren was to get to 15 before Cody got to 20.
Yes. He's made a
So-
good fist of things so far. I mean, he's 5 in the last 6 ends. And he's only dropped a 1 in the process. Jack right up there on the tee, just short of the tee actually, about two jack widths short of being right on the tee.
Very precise.
Well, you can see, it's just
Very
it's right there. Look at that. About 2 jack widths. All about precision here, mate.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about precision, Warren's not far away with that. That's a very handy start. On such a long end. It is interesting that both players fancy themselves on the longer length. It's
Yep. Another one supporting my theories. Shane, Raymond. I
well,
assume
this one definitely
no,
is.
No, I'm assuming it's the measuring.
Oh, right, okay.
That you're just crazy.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that. But it'd be the length as well. There's 2 to me, none to you.
Ethan asking about the speed of the green. Throughout the day, it's got up towards the sort of 17.5 mark. It's probably not running that now.
No.
A little bit difficult for us to say right now, but it would still be would still be up around the 16 mark, I would think.
Also with the breeze,
15.5.
16, and
yeah,
still that like 14.5, 15 pushing into it.
yeah, I think that's probably fair.
If you get a gust, it might be 14. You don't get the gust, it's 15.
Yeah. Welcome to Joondalup wind.
Okay, he's got a good line here. He's got to run it out.
Well,
Tried.
it's in the conversation for shot, and 1 blue is the signal. Blue referring to Cody's bowls.
So I'm just working out whether he's blocked himself out, I would think. Sticks to it.
This will just carry past. I think this will find the
Yep.
ditch.
So the camera just went a bit white on there. Dean's fiddling with it. And Sharon's shaking her head.
Yeah.
I reckon that goes on a lot in the Lomax household.
They've done a fine job all day.
Certainly have many hours.
Well, I'm going to have to assume they did a fine job on the first game. I'll watch that later and find out.
Here at 6 o'clock this morning, so we're coming up to a 12-hour day.
And who am I kidding? There's no chance I'm watching that first game back.
No, the commentary was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so approaching a 12-hour day.
Yeah, it has been a massive
Sharon
day.
and
Yep.
Dean,
And
big effort.
more work for them next weekend.
I'm thinking they're driving back to Bunbury tonight. Yep, so it'll be about an hour or so pack up after the game finishes, and then 2.5, 3 hours back to Bunbury.
High quality pictures for you.
So it's still an opportunity for Warren here.
Just the way he got it away, I just wondered whether he was reaching rather than
Yeah.
just drawing, and it looks like that's what he's tried to play.
Trying to turn his own. He's got a piece of it,
Got enough of it.
and he's got enough of it. And his other one's trying to wriggle its way back in there as well, so
Could just see in the wind up on the mat that he was perhaps looking at just a little bit more than just draw weight.
Certainly feeling it a bit more the second half of the game than he did the first half.
Yeah, for sure.
Mind about that. His body language is a lot more positive. He's just collapsed on the seat. He's had a long weekend as well. Cody's looking for the jack, is he? Or the 2 bowls?
Well, he's very close to the jack, Pete.
Very close.
Just missed it. Wow. Wow, I thought he had that jack.
So halfway down, it looked like it could not miss. It had to just give a ½ inch, and it gave nothing.
And he would have taken just a little piece of it. If he'd put the jack in the ditch over near the boundary peg, he could have had as many as 3 potentially.
So
Warren's knees are not enjoying measuring.
Yes, no, Warren's had enough. Yeah.
And I think Steve has said, I'll do it for you if you like.
Steve's
he said, yes, please.
He's looking quite nimble, isn't he,
Yeah.
Stephen?
Cody with the feet up at the back of the rink.
That's certainly 2.
And
Another
the way that
multiple.
laid out, I think it's only 2, but well,
I think it was 2. Wait for confirmation.
2 confirmed.
So he's got to the 15.
Well, it's game on, Pete.
It certainly is.
4 shots the difference. It is game on. He's just crept his way back.
6 of the last 7 ends. With a couple of multiples.
Just goes to show, you just never say never in a game of 25 up singles. It was 18-8 not that long ago. 10 shots the difference, it's now back to 4. If anything, wind's just died away a little bit.
It has.
Still there, but just died away a little. And as I say that, it just gusts up a little bit to remind us it's there.
I'm thinking Steve will be asking for a second card in a minute. 26 end cards. This is the 26th end. So unless Cody can get a 6, he's going to need a new card. Nice start, Cody.
No power plays available in the state singles.
No.
Cody will know right now if he can get the next 2 ends, he puts his foot right back down and just gets a hand closer to that trophy.
Yep.
He made a point when he gave the trophy back that he was only giving it back temporarily.
We can't take it over east with him.
No, we do know that Cody is moving east in a couple of months' time.
Okay, at the end of the season, or in April, May.
Over to Club Marylands. I guess just to continue a journey that's been happening over the last few years for Cody. Now, is this going to be, I don't know, this is not going to get there, and it's going to be wanting to drop away as well.
There's not a lot going for that one. So can Cody tighten the screws, I should say. I was going to screw the tightens, but that's not going to help him. Yes, long day. Tighten the screws. Turn his own. Sit inside it.
Well, he's very close. Just needs it to pull up now. That will.
It will.
That's a very nice bowl. Hides it away as well.
So 2 in the measure, according to Stephen. So
just hides it on the other side of the jack from his other close bowl. You know, if they landed together, might have had a shot on for Warren, but I think now he just needs to try and draw the shot.
Really important here. A lot of hard work has gone into the last few ends. Don't want to drop a 3 or 4.
Earlier in the match, I think he would have chosen weight here, but right now, he's looking to draw the shot.
Needs to have some
Yeah,
weight.
not sold on the line.
The line is not great. He's drawn third, but
well, huge opportunity for Cody right now. No reason to be hesitant with it. He's got room just in behind the jack as well, and he's just drawn one just inches from the jack with his previous bowl.
it's on the edge of the line. He certainly hasn't overlined it, and he hasn't pushed it either.
Well, just misses a little opportunity there, and 2 more on the board. He's within reach of the title now in terms of getting there in one end. 4 shots required for Cody to take the title. Another 10 for Warren. Warren won't be thinking about the 10, but he might be thinking about the 4 that Cody needs, and in terms of just trying to chip away.
A bit shorter, a lot shorter than what Cody's thrown previously.
Might be an indication of the speed of the green changing.
Maybe, yeah.
Either that or he just didn't throw the jack far enough. A solid opener without being all over it. Enough to make Warren think about which hand he wants to play.
I think he's decided on the forehand. Won't know till he puts it down. Flipped it over a few times.
Yeah. There's that challenge of just staying true to the line on the shorter length. I mean, his weight was perfect, so he hasn't missed it by a long way. Something to work with his next. I think that'll be good enough for a couple at the moment to Cody.
The line's a little better, but the weight certainly is not. It's just not. It's got a bit of a mumble going as well.
Well, suddenly things can happen quickly now, Pete.
Cody can nail this.
Put all sorts of pressure on Warren's next bowl. Doesn't really want movement of Jack.
No.
No.
Don't know what that's certainly got shot. That's 2. Put
One down is the call.
Warren back on that other backhand now. You only got to turn his own once or twice or sneak around it. Likes it.
Well, he needs it to get all the way. He needs it to get all the way. Well, I think that will have done enough, but it's pretty hard. There's not much of an indication from any of the of the.
They both look disappointed.
Well, Steve will get in there and have a look once Cody turns his back. There he goes, and he'll have a look.
Oh, it gives us nothing.
It gives us
Come
a
on,
measure.
Stephen.
A measure
Steve.
is the signal.
So,
As I think I've mentioned before, the ITOs are trained not to go into the head while the player is looking at the head. Wait for them to turn around and walk back.
Cody. It's an interesting hand from Cody, unless he thinks he's down.
Well, he's looking for the little gap at the front.
He is.
He's not far away from it.
He doesn't want to turn that one.
Well,
Ooh,
that will mean it's
definitely one.
definitely
He
one.
did turn the other one out as well, so it still might only be one.
Oh,
Oh, no. Steve's tricking us.
he has faked us out
Oh,
beautifully there.
he
He's
did.
prepared 2 paddles, and then as he's held them up, he's joined them together
He
into
has. Yeah, no, he's conned us.
one. That is beautifully done by Steve Beckwith.
Going back to the forehand, yes. Sits inside Cody's. If he happens to get back to Cody's potential
Just
second
land it
shot,
for 3.
land it
Yeah.
for 3.
Yep. That's the plan.
Oh, has he given it the line? No, he hasn't. I think the weight would have been interesting. One it is.
One it is, and 21-16 now, the lead to Cody. Next 2 ends will have a big influence on this match. Warren needs to grab both of those and get a little bit more scoreboard pressure onto Cody. Because if those 2 ends go Cody's way, well, it could even be the title.
Just gone 6 o'clock local time, getting late in the day, early in the evening.
Okay. Warren with first dibs on this, the 28th end of the match. He's not far away with his first. He is very close with his first, very handy first bowl. Cody with a miss with his first, so it gives Warren a big chance here. Has he got a line? That's the thing. That's roughly where his bowl passed, where that bowl has landed. And it's going to be a switch, begrudgingly.
Yeah, he doesn't look impressed. He said, I've played this hand before. Hasn't been that kind to me.
Yes, that backhand in this direction has not been a happy hunting ground for, well, for either of the players, really. This one will drop away for Code. I think Warren might bite the bullet and go straight back to that forehand.
Yeah, he wants to, you know he wants to. No, he's going to persist till he gets it right.
I would have thought there's room around Cody's bowl to count.
Well, how's the weight? It's pretty good, isn't it?
He's done well.
That's a good shot there.
He has done really well. That's a brilliant shot
Great
from Warren.
decision. Got one. I think he raised his arm in triumph as well. Why couldn't have been done this all day?
Big weight coming from Cody. Big weight.
Piece of jack. No.
Just missed. I'll tell you what, that couldn't have missed by much. Breeze has died a little at the moment.
Another one here to 3 with minimal target. He's pushed it.
Yeah, that's what happens when the breeze dies.
Yeah. Be disappointed with that. Let's Cody off the hook a little bit. Let's him. Allows him to play that shot again if he wishes. So down the line again.
Outside it.
Didn't come out well.
Well, there's one end in favour of Warren. And we're talking about those next two ends. There's one of them that gets him to 18. If he gets the next end, then scoreboard pressure is well and truly on.
So, yeah, 3 behind.
Yep, 21-18, 3 the difference. He'll be ruining that last bowl. He'll be ruining that he didn't just drop in there and get one more in there.
Yep. Yeah, one easy one, one gift.
What time did the match start, Peter?
10 past 3.
10 past 3, so
we're about there.
So we're about to tick up to the 3 hour mark.
Pretty close, 10 past, quarter past 3, yep. There was a slight delay when Dean went for a wander, so it might have been quarter past.
How much journey has Warren been able to impart on this one? Not quite going to get there. That gives Cody the opportunity to pounce. Just needs it to hang on late. It's a pretty solid opener.
Yep, that's something to beat.
Especially with Warren a little bit in his own way with his first. Doing a lot of urging on this because he knows he's just underdone it for weight again. Cody's line's good, but he's just realised he's not there.
No,
the realisation was there.
Laid up. A bit of tiredness creeping in. Doesn't chase too many bad bowls.
He has more. There's no doubt about that.
He's
got it perfectly.
Clasp. Yeah,
Wow.
got it right in the centre on the running surface.
Either edge probably wasn't enough for shot.
No, it was not. So.
And Cody can't afford to attack. He has to draw. He's only got the one bowl there.
He's going to attack a little bit if he's playing the backhand.
He's already turned his back on it.
Yeah, that's sitting high.
Well, the trouble with that is without another bowl in the head, he's not going to be able to play too much weight with his last.
No, we can probably play that weight again.
Yeah.
That's a reasonably safe weight. Gets a piece of the jack, it makes 3 if Warren doesn't. Decision for Warren here. Is there another one in the head, or we just probably going another one in the head?
I think he has to look to draw the shot again.
Even if he draws the jack a foot.
Yeah. He's trotting in behind it again.
Got a higher line this time.
Does he get all the way back?
Trying to get down, isn't he? That's a good shot.
Well
That's
played.
a great shot. Makes 2. As you say, he can't afford to remove his own. He's gone to the forehand.
This looks like
Bigger.
searching weight.
He has to be bigger if he's on that hand.
Well, this is a risky shot. He's close. He's got the gap.
Got the hole. It was quite dangerous, especially the way the ball gets away from you there.
Absolutely. It's going to be another 2 on the board, Pete. And we've got one shot in it. 21-20 after 29 ends.
It's been a marathon.
41 shots scored between them. And there's 1 shot the difference. I guess the big difference is Cody is still 1 end away from victory. Warren can't win it in 1 end at the moment.
Can't get to 40 ends either now. So we are going to stop in the 30s.
Cody just took a little wonder there just to clear the mind. Cody's won 2 of the last 11 ends.
Yes.
Warren, 9 out of the last 11 ends have gone his way. He's come from 18-8 behind to trail by just 1. 18-7 behind to trail by just one at 21-20. It's anyone's title from here. How's the trip here for Warren? Not quite going to get there. We're at that point of the day where if it looks like it might be a little bit short, it's short.
Yes. No, the edge is just coming off.
Don't know that Cody's done much better with this.
He's just lost his weight, hasn't he?
Well, this is a huge opportunity.
These are the opportunities you've got to take when you're the confident player. Just need to find a way to get close to that jack.
1 metre required on his last. It's a correction that a lot of players are familiar with, that finding that 1 metre.
There are so many 1 metre short bowls, aren't there?
Yeah. Well, 1 metre's anywhere between 2 feet and 4 feet, we know that. Is he there? He's done enough.
He's done enough. Still plenty of room.
Well, Cody's definitely got more, but has he got too much?
He's got to get past them too.
Well, he's edged the jack, but he's kept running.
He's probably... what was he, 2 down?
I don't think it's 2. No, I think he's back. His last bowl beats the front.
That'll be 1.
We don't really have an angle on Warren's bowl.
No.
He's not necessarily down here. We'll get a confirmation. It's 1 to Cody.
Wow, it's stuck in there. Who would have thought? The wind just comes up a little bit.
Warren really still looking to find that metre.
So he needs probably 2 metres because the wind is really up. It's bad timing.
The state title on the line.
Just dives a little bit.
Challenge is not to overdo it.
The line is pretty good.
Tell you what,
This is pretty good, isn't it?
this is a very good shot. That's a very well played bowl from Warren Holt.
Under a lot of pressure. Breeze was up.
When uncertainty in the mind. He cleared the mind. He took that extra moment just to clear the mind and get it right.
Pressure back on Cody.
He's not far away.
It's not far away. Tell you what, he's got no breeze.
He's played it brilliantly. What a great shot. Both players coming up with some great shots there. 22 shots to 20. And Cody just keeps Warren at arm's length again with that safety that Cody can't lose the game in one end here. Decent opener here from Cody Packer. That's very nicely played. Looks like the sun just might be playing a little bit of tricks on them now, just getting into their eye line. Just looking at the way Warren's positioned his hat there to try and keep the sun off. It is quite low in the sky now, the sun.
Certainly is. So
No, we're 20 past 6 local time. Been a big day. All the action started at 9:30. Well, that's going to get Warren thinking.
yeah,
you
it's
know,
close to being in the way.
Well, he's got to beat that bowl. He's going to switch to the forehand to
You
try and do it.
You can't afford to wreck on it at this
No.
point in time.
Mm.
Because you've got to be right out to it.
Needs to clear his own and run. Thought Cody might have had a temptation to switch to the backhand, but he's sticking with the forehand. There is still a line well around Warren's front bowl. Well, this is going to do enough, I think.
Weight's pretty good. Just got to turn.
Well, it's rolled on.
Nice.
It is 3.
So there's 3. Warren's going to come and have a come and have a look. Be a brave marker to turn him down at this point in time.
I think forehand's his go. He makes a
Think
little bit of
so.
contact with his own. He probably cuts it to 1.
He's only got to pass his own, or one turn. He's probably only one down. So the percentage option is still this forehand.
But right now, Cody's done enough to hold the title in his hands. It's Warren that needs to take it back off him.
Well, the line looks pretty good. What's the
I
weight
don't know
like?
this is going to stop. I think this is going to go too far. It has rolled too far. I think Cody switches to the backhand. He doesn't want to go anywhere near Warren's front bowl.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't want to set anything up jack high either.
Just sort of thinking about it, isn't he?
He's going to the backhand. Played it very well. There it is. That is
Shot.
right now.
Ooh,
The
just-
title is in Cody's hands.
Does that put some doubt in Warren's mind whether he should just go for those 2?
Get 2 of them out, and the game continues.
Guess the 2, yeah, it's the same result as drawing 3rd shot.
Can we get the back angle just to have a look at how those 2 bowls are sitting? Yeah, so
They go
it's
out
a chance
without.
it's a chance only one goes. That's no good to him. They are quite close together.
Certainly not getting any more than 2.
I think you'll go the bowls. In these conditions.
Goes the bowls, you're really conceding 2 shots, aren't you?
Yes.
You're going to be 2 down at the end even if you hit them. Or you can draw a shot.
He's going the draw.
The draw.
And that's nothing wrong with that decision. How's the weight?
And the weight is an issue here. He needs to find a hole at the front, and and the weight is an issue.
That is going to be
Game.
it. We'll just get confirmation that that is definitely it. Yes, they have shake hands. And it is Cody Packer who goes back-to-back and wins the dynamic Bowls WA men's state singles for 2 years in a row. He's the Australian singles champion, and now he's back-to-back WA state singles champion. There's a familiar ring to Cody Packer and Christina Christic as our singles champions, Pete.
Yes, there is. It certainly is, and as we mentioned earlier, that's a nice way to get on a plane in the morning.
It certainly is, with two titles.
2 titles.
3 trophies, in a way.
1.5. But yes.
No, fantastic performance. And look, hats off to Warren Holt. He fought hard in that game. He came back when many might not have been able to get back into that. From 18-7 down, he fought all the way back. He never quite got in front in terms of that comeback. Cody managed to hold him off and get there 25 shots to 20. It's been a big day, Pete.
Huge day, but it's very enjoyable. Great standard considering the conditions, and we know these two. Well, Cody might be back over in New South Wales, but Warren will certainly be back. And of course, as you said, again, we're back next week at the Manning Bowling Club with the Interzone Round Robin. Eastern Zone are hosting it. They've chosen to come to Perth. So we're certainly looking forward to getting out to Manning and broadcasting next week.
Big thank you to everyone that's tuned in throughout the day. We hope you've enjoyed all the coverage. Big thank you to Lomax Productions for their fantastic work in bringing you all the pictures. And, well, from here at Joondalup, it's Cody Packer and Christina Christic that are our state singles champions. We'll catch you next week at Manning for country action from the Interzone.